come out and hustle and fight up with the police on the road with your car and all kind of shit in it. That is a matter for you. You understand? Yeah. But it's half things there. It's half things there. And you just can't say you just want to do a step walk and you have to walk.
We have a little break.
Business owners, are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232 or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Port of Spain, Point Fortin. It's your turn to laugh like never before. Alternative International Comedy Festival featuring comedy star Damian Melville in concert with added drama, including Damian Melville as Dr. Rowley.
Listen to that. There's never a day you could wake up and you hear, what a lovely day. What beautiful sunshine. Let me go on the beach. Let me go and check my neighbor I haven't seen for a while. All you just get from them is yang, 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 yang. That is all.
Coming to Winifred Atwell Auditorium, Queens Hall, Saturday, March 22nd, and Mahaika Oval Sporting Complex, Point Fortin, Saturday, March 29th. Both shows, 7 p.m. Get tickets today and save a fantastic $50 while stock lasts at islandetickets.com. Caches, Port of Spain, Gulf City Mall, Trin City Mall, Michelle's Arima, Passad the Food King, and Food Fantasy, Point Fortin, Valini's, San Fernando, Crosby, St. James, Extra Food Supermarkets, nationwide. For more info, call Alternative Festival Hotline at 774-5555.
Keep your money safe, let your money grow. Keep your money safe, let your money grow. You can trust, unit trust, a Trinbagonian institution for every single generation. You can trust, unit trust. Let us show you how to be wealthy. Come to us. While you sleep, you can grow your money. Unit trust. Secure your future financially. Unit trust.
Come party.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago. We're getting ready for Tobago. That's right, it all takes place in Tobago, Scarborough, Pigeon Point. Everybody come out, let me have a good time and let me enjoy ourselves now, man. It's all about comedy and party. It's gonna be a crazy. Man, you see that what I can't take with all you? All right, let me do this.
Listen, it's not a party, it's party. Let's have a party. You don't listen.
You can't win everything, brother.
The teeth in me right through, but it's okay.
Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April, Fairways Tobago Plantation, featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and Friends. Friday, 18th April. Get your tickets at Cache stores nationwide, Fairways Restaurant in the Lounge Plantation, Jenny's on the Boulevard, all E-Clip Eli locations, and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs.
Comedy and party.
Have a party.
We're gonna have a party after the comedy.
Sponsored by Cache, top-ranking guest house and tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
You're occupying a home and need documents of your own. Come in, come in, come in. Paperwork could help you find peace, so secure your HTC lease. Come in, come in, come in. They're regularizing, so start organizing to visit the HTC. Don't waste no time, hurry over online. Benefit from the amnesty handle it skillfully.
Get regularized now. Visit hdc.gov.tt, click on the Forms tab, then scroll to the Rental Regularization Transfer Form and fill out the required information. You can also WhatsApp 325-2578 or 328-6013 to access the forms. More information can be found on our website. Be at peace. Get your HDC lease.
This is yours truly, Wendy H. Lewis, host of A Woman's Worth, right here on Street 91.9 FM. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and on Tuesdays, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. We are commemorating International Women's Month, the month of March. Throughout the program, you will hear inspiring stories of trailblazing women. We will be engaging in meaningful conversations about gender equality and spotlight the voices of those making a difference in their communities. So whether you are a leader, mother, a professional, an entrepreneur, or just a young woman trying to find your path, this is the program for you. This is your time, this is your space, this is your celebration. Join us right here on Street 91.9 FM.
A woman's worth.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. Come enjoy any of our 5 delicious fish options, all made with a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal. 2 slices of fish with a side. The fish combo. 2 slices of fish, 1 side, and a drink. Maybe the fish sandwich combo of 1 sandwich, a side, and a drink. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Enjoy a slice of fish, a fish sandwich with a side and a drink. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest royal castle.
Good morning again, Trinidad and Tobago. Blessings to everybody who's listening. You all feel free. I really appreciate when callers like the last one, call to give their opinions, even though it may differ slightly from what I may think or what other people may think. And then we could have a true discussion. Then we could have a real discussion. When with people constantly speak about the programs that are available, because these programs, we know about them, they are well advertised as well, and they're spoken about often, but they are positive programs, excellent programs for young people. Usually the cutoff is the age of 35. I know because I have looked at a number of the programs at times with an interest in getting involved in it. That's how good some of the programs are, right? How much they afford you the ability to progress in your life. You know, there's a program specifically that allows you to access agricultural land after you complete the program, and that's tremendous. It's an excellent start. So it in no time this program was full, right? People see the ad and jump at the opportunity, but it is just a couple hundred people who are afforded that opportunity. It is like a lottery. It's like Playway. It's thousands of people all trying to get a start. And myself, I might think, okay, well, I have some other opportunities in front of me. So I might not rush to try to grab a program. But there's so many people who do not have solid opportunities in front of them. They rush for these programs. If there was a physical intake for these programs, people would be lined up from early morning, maybe the night before. It would be akin to a sale, and people would run and trample over each other to try to get this opportunity. So don't think because these programs are available that they take up the full span of what is necessary for the quantity of young people that are idle, that are not being utilized to the best manner. Let me get that correct. And I will invite Mr. Cummings to come. Respect. He could only do what his budget would allow him to do. And he would know, I hope he knows, how many young people come out of school. I hope we know as a society, as leaders, how many young people graduate every year. How many of those young people are taken into the private sector for work? How many new people? How many young people typically get into business on their own, which would depend on their economy and, how strong it is and the demand for those whatever jobs they may go into, self-formed jobs. But then we should also know how many other young people are left there, how many will migrate, how many will go on into school, and how many spaces are available. That's the type of planning and understanding that a caring country, a caring government would have. And then they would accept that we really don't have anything here planned and available for this sector or this amount of people. And you have to create, you have to find a way, because that is human life, that is potential, that is human capital, that is strength, that is our investment over 16 years if they come out of school at that point, 15, 16, 17 years. That is our investment that we need to utilize to build our society. That is the type of planning that goes on in strong countries. That is when you take the knowledge that we have been given from our elders. The devil find mischief still for idle hands to do. When you take that knowledge and you put it into governance, so you don't leave an idle hand. That's when throughout your education process you see the flaws in it and you improve it. You're not afraid to change. You educate people properly and holistically. That is when whoever has functional problems, because we have a dysfunctional society in many aspects, because we have thousands of fathers being murdered over how many years? Hundreds every year. So when we recognize the dysfunction and we know that some of those children are going to be dysfunctional, we put things in place to actually ameliorate the problem. And we don't just allow them when they lash out, they behave whatever way, they can't afford to come to school because the breadwinner is gone or whatever. We don't just allow their children to go into a cycle of violence, but we take those children under special care and we fix, we correct what the issues are psychologically, so many issues. And we bring out of that a stop to the cycle, a good citizen still. That is the level of care, of love that we need to put into the society to get out a better result. Or we could continue this spin. And those on top and in the middle class, the dwindling middle class, could tell themselves, that don't matter with we. That them. Just stay away from Tuna Puna. Now, just stay away from the everywhere now. You make 2 turns and they tell you, careful that area, you know. It used to be 1 area, 2 areas or whatever. It used to, they still telling us is just a small criminal group. So they would like to tell us. When every day more and more young people are pushed into a position where they get involved, where there is a culture, a nasty culture that we have incorporated from other places, and we have fostered, existing right here in Trinidad and Tobago. So respectfully, I do understand what you're saying, Kola, in terms of there are opportunities, but don't say it as though it's opportunities for all. And don't say it without the recognition that some people are not even in the position to take those opportunities. Morning, caller. Welcome.
Yes, I call back again. Right now, I agree with you. Sometimes these spaces are limited, and by the time you go on the website, it's full up. Some of the websites just crash out.
Yeah, crash.
Right.
Crash. I know young people. I just send some young people for the programs too.
Right. But you still have to give the government credit for at least putting out these things.
For sure. When you do your job, apart from being paid, I will still say, good job. But I'm saying that if we are going to plan a society properly, we have to look at the gaps and we have to fix the gaps.
Yes, I understand that. But one of our biggest problems here in Trinidad and Tobago is our proximity to Venezuela, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I travel to Barbados and other Caribbean countries, if you touch down there, within 5 to 10 minutes, you're out of the airport. You're out spending your money, booking a tour or whatever.
Right.
But when you come into Trinidad, you have to spend 2 hours in immigration. And it's not because immigration people are lazy, you know. It is because a lot of people are bringing in stuff here and trying to do nefarious things here. Why the immigration here have to be more start to scrutinize every single person coming off our flight because so many people try to transship drugs, and that's the problem. We have a big problem here. Look, just yesterday, the police take about $1 million in some name weed, some Colombian, some kind of name weed, they get a whole lot of weed, blocks and blocks of weed, right? Because here is a transshipment point. So you find now our crime rate is higher, right? Because of our proximity to South America and so on. And that is one thing that has been, it's hard for us to overcome that because of our location. And then our society now absorb it. Because look what we don't know. When I pass you Creeping right now, you don't see them fellas again by them ban them again, you know? You see in Spanish.
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
I see, but like Spanish take over everything.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Even the fellas who just be in them place and them where you know is guntas. You're not seeing local fellas no more. You're only seeing Spanish. So we have a little problem here where crime is concerned.
But them fellas...
You talk about all them fathers and them are dying and so on. Crime is overtaking the society. And it's not only African brothers. It had a whole staff fellas and said, I'm going to killing one another for weeks. All along by the roundabout, by the currently roundabout, the watermelon man, all of them fighting for all kind of thing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So anywhere where it have money and easy money, people running into it. You understand?
Yeah.
The other point I want to raise before I go, you have to take a look around the environment. Watch the environment when you're driving around. Watch the volume of people driving new cars forward. Yeah. Now, when you go to the bank, it's either you have to have a business or you have to be permanently employed for more than 2 years. Not so? To get a vehicle. Because 99% of the people that taking 200, 300,000 to buy a vehicle. They are going and take the salary and the work experience or the fact that they're running a business. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So those things are positive. Because when I go into Grenada and Vincent and so on, you don't see this level of affluence in these other countries.
Yeah.
You understand?
But you have to compare and contrast, because if you go to Abu Dhabi or you go to Doha, you would see new vehicles throughout the society, because like Trinidad and Tobago, they are blessed with oil and gas wealth. We are not the small island nations. And listen, it ain't no bank.
5% unemployment.
Follow me, brother.
5% unemployment mean?
Follow me also, brother. These countries is not that the bank gain them loans. The people have wealth. It's not that the banks own everything, you know. It's not that they have to trade 7 years of their life work to own a vehicle, and in the 7 years it's not going to be good, you know. That's not the case, you know. So it depends where we put our standards. It depends.
Well, glad you say that, because a lot of people does bank the money in unit trust and Guardian Life and so on. Because when you look at the record, you see unit trust have $12 billion in people savings.
Yeah.
Guardian Life have $12 billion in people savings. So people that save the money save hard.
Brother,
people in Trinidad have money.
Brother, plenty small money is big money. But don't.
Really?
But follow me. Do not think that the average working Trinbagonian, what people try to purport as middle class, is really middle class. That is struggling class. They're one tragedy away from bankruptcy. I know people through just COVID alone, and it's not in a small number, you know. Decimated. When I tell you decimated.
When you look at the grassroots, right? Let me take a community like, let me say Lancita. Because I'm on a good Canada, right?
Yeah.
When I go up Lancita, if I ever pass Lancita and I watch, so wait now, these people building 3-story houses in where we consider at the ghetto area. When you look up on the hill, you see nice, pretty houses. You know why? Because these people own the land.
Yeah.
And then sometimes if you go there around 4 p.m., I understand that it's difficult for you to come back out because all the whole road lined with cars.
Yeah.
You understand? Because everybody know, if you're not paying a rent and you own your house, you own your land, and you don't build your house, the next thing you do is take your salary and buy a little car for yourself for you to enjoy your life.
For sure. Hot sun and rain in Trinidad and Tobago, you know.
In these areas. And a lot of people are squatting. We have a lot of squatters. And some of these, look, I passed Bangladesh yesterday. I see from the bus route. I see that big house bill paint up real nice on squatting land, you know.
Yeah.
When they go down by the water wheel in the Martin and they're driving there, that water, when they take that shortcut the bus back out to go in the basin, right?
Yeah.
And they watch to your left and they watch to your right driving along that water wheel road. It's only big house.
Yeah.
All down in tomato trees, you see big house. So the point I'm making is, people are taking advantage of the fact that they could squat. And it's not all, everybody not rich, but everybody tongue not dragging on the ground for it. When I was small,
correct, yeah.
it was hard because only one person was working. So at that time, you had to drink sugar water and eat bread and butter.
Yeah.
You understand? But ask the average little child now if they drinking sugar water and eating bread and butter.
Yeah.
The average child now, the gain milk, at least a gain milk.
Yeah.
When I was small, I never used to get no milk.
And again,
you have to boil it for bacano leaves, lime butter tea, soursop tea.
And again, brother, we had to know what standards we set for ourselves. And we had to know what exists within our economy and our society.
Right.
And therefore, what is...
Our economy is going strong because if you have 5% unemployment, right? I mean, 5% of the population not working. And when I did economics in school, that means full employment.
What I want you to do, sir, I want you to check that over and call me back tomorrow, God willing, please. Yeah? Check.
On that 5% right now, sir. On that 5%.
No, I want you to check. I don't know where you check, but check if it's the Central Statistical Office or who actually takes that data. I want you to check that.
So right now we have full employment, plus the Venezuelans, plus the Jamaicans, plus the Guyanese, all them people here working.
I don't think...
So people who are not working don't want to work, in my estimation.
I don't think...
They don't want to work for that money.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you. I don't think if the intake for CPAP, which is supposed to be temporary work, is thousands of people. We'll ask as well how many people are employed in that area of Trinidad and Tobago. I don't think if that takes up...
But CPAP is only for a few hours.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if so many people are... If so many people are involved in that type of work, then how we could claim that is only 5% of the population, because that takes up...
But I don't think you're counting that type of work there as part of...
As employment?
5%, as you're saying.
Well, right. So that, and I consider those people who are temporarily employed in that...
But when I pass Frederick Settlement, you see
kind of work.
20 people 4 o'clock in the evening, and a lot of them is Spanish.
Yeah.
So how the Spanish get any work and the locals not get any work?
Yeah, we have spoken about that phenomenon, and we will continue to talk about to see how we could structure our society better.
So the point is not that they don't have work, they don't have work. Look, every right turn in them factories and them when I pass, they want heavy-duty drivers.
Yeah.
And a heavy-duty driver does make plenty money. You understand? You have trucks and things, or you have trucks on your compound, them fellas that make money.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, from trucking,
how much heavy-duty man working for a day? 450 or something for a day?
So we need to create some more drivers. We need to take those people who can drive and put them into...
telling you, fellas and them, say now we could drive, but only want to pull bull. Go and get heavy and go and get extra heavy. That's a money in it. You're getting 12,000 a month, at least 400 a day is 12,000 a month, you know.
Excellent. Good advice, my brother. Thank you very, very much.
That is a fact. If you check it up, it's 12,000 a month if you're a truck driver.
That's an
And plus, when you're doing that work, you just always want to do extra work. But take people truck and do extra work on the side. Easy, quiet.
Though you're that part, that's an excellent that's an excellent contribution. Check the level of unemployment first now.
And call you back.
Yeah, and I will take a look as well. I'll try to find it as well.
All right, cool.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. Yeah. Morning, caller.
Good morning.
Sorry, you're calling for a little bit.
That's all right. Well, that suggestion about getting the heavy tea sounds good. The reality is that when you go to work for these companies and you look at the fact that the traffic is a problem. For many drivers, many persons who would have even purchased their own little van, right? The H100. It is very, very tough out there because there are a certain set of individuals who are responsible for creating a smooth running environment for the economy to flow and for people to be able to have work and flourish. So if people really understand what are the plights of the truck driver, they will understand why many of those businesses will always have plenty of vacancies. It can cost more than the funeral in many ways if you have to go and be a driver. It is not happening like that for everybody, but the vast majority of people, they're suffering because the transportation and the traffic situation is atrocious. I want to always commend you for the kind of effort that you are putting into getting the people to be more conscious. So let us now get very conscious. Let's have a higher level conversation. There are 5 constituencies that have been loyal to one particular party. What is the condition where those constituents live? The properties are undermined in terms of their value. I'm quite certain you are aware of this, right?
Yeah.
Freehold property in places like Belmont and other areas where you might not have the properties properly administrated, right? The people who are living in these properties, they are not sophisticated minded enough to be able to assemble the kinds of portfolio that is needed for them to have prosperity. But one of the things that is preventing them from becoming enthusiastic to fix that which they hardly know about is the fact that the property values are being undermined. It appears as though Ellis Clark, the former governor and president of Tobago, Ellis Clark, is from Belmont. And it appears as though when that generation of people were able to go to school, pay attention, grow up, get a job, get married, have children, buy a property, and pay off for it and make it become free and clear from all debt, because that is real value. Yeah. It appears as though there is a systemic approach to undermine wherever the African have accomplished things. The African has worked harder than everybody else and continue to persevere and prosper, but there is a systemic approach to undermine the next generation. You explain to me, why is it that valuators are not going into these constituencies to do valuations? So how will the children of grandma and grandpa be able to do anything? They closed down the bank in Belmont as though the people in Belmont don't even deserve to have an ATM machine to go and just access some money. And all of these things will help to stimulate the economy where they are. I am saying to you, we have some college girls and college boys who have graduated from some of these schools and then been to some of this so-called prestige university that they have here. And I'm saying to you, they're highly incompetent. They do not understand that money is a cyclical thing. And if you have people who own property free and clear from all debt, that is where the real value is. What you will do as a banker is you will seek to assist the occupiers and owners or the future owners of the property to recycle the potential money that could be derived from the property that is free and clear from all debt. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying.
Right, yeah, I'm understanding.
So in places like Belmont, you tell me, why is it that a deed of comfort piece of property could be equivalent right? Or just a piece of land with no papers could almost be equivalent to the square footage of a piece of property in places like Belmont and Lavatil and wherever that have good papers. What's the reason for that?
Right.
What is the reason for that? And these are the kinds of things, while you are attempting to lift the people, get them to discuss how they can properly begin to administrate where they are. Because all on the East-West corridor, it is an economy that is being stifled all along the main road from Port of Spain all the way into Mova.
Yeah.
That's our entire economy. All the properties on all the old St. Joseph Road.
Yeah.
And it cannot be that it is, you're going to just have one part of Trinidad where people feel as though it's a separate island in the country. But the majority of the people who are there are the indigenous Africans and everything in the country. This is not no racist conversation, but this is something that must be discussed. How do you create self-sustaining businesses in these areas? It is a kind of conversation that I'd like you to have once a week. Focus on how the people who are in these 5 constituencies and all over Trinidad. Because if you discuss it and it's working well for one particular place, it will work well for others in other places.
Yeah.
But these particular communities, they are you could consider them to be the kidney, you could consider them to be the Port of Spain is the heart of the country, and you could consider all the others as vital organs. And if they're not working well, things ain't going to work well. And I want to finish with this. Woodbrook is leasehold property here.
Yeah.
And Woodbrook is run by a government entity. Most things that is run by a government entity all over the world don't really work efficient. People talk about taking it to private sector. But we see how well Woodbrook is working. So how does leasehold property work so much better than freehold property, which is free and clear from all debt? Because most of them Woodbrook properties, many of them, is tied up and they have debt on them. So the more wealthy people are the people who own the property that is free and clear from all debt, but those communities are not experiencing that kind of associated wealth.
Yeah, economic growth, yeah.
And the reason why you see it happening in Woodbrook is because lighter skin is more lighter skin exists. The streets is named in Spanish. Roberto Street, Dallas Street, Anna Street. Pay attention. People have crayons in their eyes. In people's eyes is what you call color code.
Yeah.
Deal with the issue, Fuad.
Yeah, thank you very much for your contribution.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And as I drive through Belmont often, I look at what exists, and I see that there was a time where all of these houses were built because they all have the same age and architecture for the most part. There are a few people who have been able to upgrade a bit, a few. But in general, there was a time where our parents were able to earn and to build. And what I see now is the inability of the very same parents, and obviously their children as well, to even maintain, far more to develop. I see that inability because you see what existed, and at the point in time when it was new, it would have been excellent, wonderful developments, and it is an entire community developed. But then you will quickly realize that there's an inability of many to upgrade, to maintain. So the status, the infrastructure of those buildings has deteriorated significantly since then. So we had a time where people had purchasing power. People had the ability to access capital and build homes, entire homes. Something that for us now is like a dream. It's like how on earth you're going to get a mortgage, or how on earth you're going to build a house for $2 million. You know, if you're buying land, you're talking millions, especially if it's in anywhere around an urban area. So, you know, it is interesting where we were as a society, and it is interesting where we are now. And you have to you have to question and try to understand it, and then find ways to put your people back in a position where they are empowered economically. That's if that is the mission. That is if that is the desire of those who lead the country. And I feel strongly that if you have people who are dominating the economy economically, and their way of dominating the economy is by concentrating wealth in their hands and taking advantage of the fact that we are not able to have this economic strength, then maybe by design they are impoverishing us. Maybe by design. So we really need to take our time and pay attention to what is going on in our society and chart a course that we want. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Yes, present day. Peace be upon you, dear brother Fuad.
Pleasant day,
Yes,
man.
sir. You know, brother Fuad, I'm a 67-year-old student. And when I was a little boy, about 7, my uncle driving us to school, Western Boys RC School and thing. This other program come on the radio. I only remember how this used to go. A 5-minute chat about this and that with Leo de Leon. Now, this fellow used to come on, and then I was 7 years old, and then I listening going in the car. But he used to amaze my mind with some of the knowledge that he disseminated. So, in that vein, I want to be non-biased. You know, let me state up front, as a man that really look upon people as they present themselves to me. So I don't prejudge nobody. I'm not a hater. I don't like this one and that one. So when you hear me talk, don't read me wrong. Now, the Bible and the Quran, I was fortunate to read both of them. But both of them only seem to have about 6,000 years of history since this man Adam born. So I tell myself, boy, I wonder if this world only going on for 6,000 years. So I've gone on a bit further. So well, let me see the different, not races in it, only one race, the different ethnicities in the world. So I say the original man, well, they call him the black man. Then after he had the brown man. Then after he had the red man. Then after he had the yellow man. Then finally, the last man on the scene, they call him the white man. So I observed that, you know, black first, brown, red, white. And finally, last man on the scene is the white man. So I wondering, well, boy, I wonder if this Adam, who only 6,000 years old, could be this Caucasian fellow that we get the message about. Well, I continue my little studies. I don't want to be biased with anybody. I'm going to look around at the history of the world. Because, you know, a man with all knowledge of history of himself or the world is like a tree without roots. That's why I love black people, not just black people. The better name is the original man on you having such a difficult time. We don't have the knowledge that the kind of names we're wearing. Oh my goodness, I is Mr. Brown. Brown is a color. You naming the creation of God after a color, that don't make no sense. So right there, we lost the name. When they bring us over here and enslave us, they give us their own religion as a little boy and their own history. When I went to church, the priest and them talking in Latin and thing, and I did and believe in everything that boy. But I didn't understand what they say that, but I know my mother and send me there. So I believe this. But after a while, when you start to grow up and you start to read for yourself, you get to expand your knowledge now, boy. And this is where we lacking. I don't want to talk for long. I go just hold up, but I want to keep calling you from time to time, brother. First to really think, then, boy. Let's start to think.
Yeah.
You know, brother David Mormon is telling us, think, boy, think. All right, brother. I'll continue on next time.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And I would be absolutely honest. There are many a time on this program where I am forced into a position of thinking. And while I'm going through this period of Ramadan, it is actually exhausting for me sometimes to do the program because I don't just take what people say just like that. I actually listen, and it drains, it takes out of me because I'm trying to understand and I get knowledge from some of the callers, right? So thank you all very much for those who call and share information and knowledge. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Hey, Fuad, a blessed morning, a blessed uprising.
Yeah, man. Blessings to you too, man.
I hear you mention something earlier in the program where about the spiritual leaders, and they're going to whoever, and the person who they're going to not spiritual.
Well, they're going to a leader who is not the spiritual leader. So, like in my theory, my understanding. Yeah, go ahead. I'm not saying that he's not spiritual. I'm just saying that it have a difference.
Right. Well, then I understand. Right.
Yeah.
Because it's something that we all incline to.
Yeah.
You understand? And that force was taken away in a sense from most of us due to the transatlantic slavery and all them kind of thing, and the fearmongering and the atrocities that we went through. Yeah. But it's still in all of us, and it's only through prayer we could really come back to that.
Yeah.
Because prayer it has many sides. It's spiritual, it's physical, it's musical, it's poetic, it's, and so on and so on. And in every way it is holy, no matter what aspect. Yeah. You see it, you hear it, you feel it, in that connection, because it's deep from within it coming from. And when it comes with emotions and motions and songs and,
Yeah, the internet just give you a little thing. I think this has happened in the past. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Right, and that is where that allowing that we to have that bias interaction with that unseen force, and that is real. Right, that is my contribution to it.
Yeah, thanks. I feel strongly at this point in my life where I want leaders who are spiritual. I want leaders who are grounded spiritually. And, some people may have criticized Mr. Manning in his later days for whatever level of spirituality, and maybe some of the things he didn't do the proper channels, building whatever church. But I feel as though a man has to be governed and directed by something, and I prefer that a man be governed and directed by God than be governed and directed by businessmen or financiers, some of the most greedy people within the society. So go ahead, caller. We have two minutes before the break. Yeah, you know it is. But I'm back on tomorrow.
I like to come in late in the program in a way, but
we back on tomorrow again. We back on Fridays as well. No.
All right. Okay, that song is very good. Anyway, good morning, Imam Fuad Abubakar. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. As usual, President Trinidad and Tobago Villager coming to bring a little thought. I saw a little calm this morning in a sense because I want to work it that way. And I want to start by saying that presently, we're going through a Holocaust. We had all kind of Holocaust where we say it's Holocaust and thing, but right now, ignorance and disrespect with people on the whole. If we're talking spiritual, and all of that is part of it, And where responsibility is concerned, a lot of people not responsible in themselves as a living existence to recognize that we all living together and we're supposed to work together to create that sort of harmonic atmosphere for all. And a lack of it is a lot of problem. We have a lot of where responsibility is a problem too, because when people having families and can't cope in respect, even so aside from can't cope, they're not holding up to the responsibility. These are things that we have to watch out in the individual mind of men. And many of us as African people who pass through such dilemmas in life that we frustrated, we in many cases we're not listening to law, we're not respecting situations where people are being oppressive upon us. All these things, this is why sometimes I just look and say, let me get every human existence to carry a discipline. In carrying a discipline, everybody respecting the discipline every month. And in doing that, it will create production too, because in those, let us say, it also have portfolios within the month, and that those portfolios as having subject matters and duties would able to bring everybody to have a sort of profit and work within and towards a profit per month. All these I set already out there, and if they are ready to be recognized by us, the human, as much as I put them out there, and a good awareness.
Sorry, Richie.
Meal Tip is being brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
For years, Royal Castle has been the favorite of many with its unique, consistent quality and taste. The Castle prepares the freshest chicken and selected products to always give you that delicious homegrown flavor. So when you taste the delicious chicken and sides, the local seasoning and spices are unmistakable. And for this holy month, the Castle reminds the Muslim community of their halal specials. Get a quarter rotisserie chicken in any one side as a single meal, or a whole rotisserie chicken for the family, or perhaps the banquet special of one whole rotisserie chicken, 4 sides, and a 2 liters soft drink. Ramadan Mubarak from Royal Castle.
Here's a tasty meal tip from Royal Castle. If you feel like having something different for lunch or dinner today, then we have fantastic fish meals too. Get the fish combo of 2 succulent pieces of fish, 1 side, and a 16-ounce soft drink. Or the fish sandwich combo of a tender, tasty sandwich, 1 side, and 16-ounce soft drink. The Castle uses the freshest fish with its famous, enticing local seasonings, all cooked to golden perfection. So try our fantastic fish meals today. Royal Castle, our culture, our taste.
Lent is here, and the Castle is making fasting easy and tasty. Come enjoy any of our 5 delicious fish options, all made with a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal. 2 slices of fish with a side. The fish combo. 2 slices of fish, 1 side, and a drink. Maybe the fish sandwich combo of 1 sandwich, a side, and a drink. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Enjoy a slice of fish, a fish sandwich with a side and a drink. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
That tip was brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
Yeah, go ahead. We're back on for a couple of minutes again, so we'll...
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know how to hold on. Yeah, as I was saying, now I want to go straight at discipline, because basically that is the problem of the most of us minds out here, not acknowledging discipline. All right, so we have the conglomerates, the mashers and so forth that hold in this system. But aside from that, if we as a people, especially we who the oppressed side of people, and we know where we are, as many of what all this just say early on, I listen well, and I ain't hear nothing wrong with nothing, you see. But the fact remains is that we have to start to gather ourselves, gather our minds, gather the people's minds into a disciplined order, a disciplined function. And in so doing, we talk about diversification and so forth. All that is part of diverting the mind out of where it up to where we would like it to be, and set it where we more or less put our consciousness where we sure we want it to go there and make it go there. So if we don't come to that thought of very mandating that our mind go to that discipline direction, then we will have that problem. We already don't have an international invasion of all forms within our country and within the minds of us. So you find that we have to come and look to discipline ourselves, and as how I say, as the consciousness that are putting out on paper and so forth with all the portfolios and so forth, if we use it, we can't neglect some small-minded person who is able to invent a consciousness. We can't look at the jacket and tie man all the time, because he, although he gets education, he ignorant in many cases towards what is life, having greed in his pocket. So you see, we, as you holding a point that you're bringing thoughts to people for us to bring discipline in ourselves, utilize the discipline, take away the ignorance from many of us who will be ignorant, not seeing a scope to change. So somebody has to be able to do that. And as I said, I put out something there with portfolios. I'm hoping plenty people see it, and wherever they see it, they work on it. Don't pray it, don't think it. Work on it, see what it is, and see how it could change the society by everybody being useful. Right? So that is my point in what I'm doing. And I'm hoping that it really take root before I leave this existence, which ain't too long again, because I have a long life done past me, and I know how much it go again. But I do what I could do, or doing what I could do before I end. I don't know what Papa God will do. So that I say, let me discipline the mind. Let us get the mind to bring that discipline. And as I say, I have something out there. Thank you, Fuad Abubakar. Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago. We need discipline, and we need responsible minds, because that is the key here. If you're not responsible, you're haywire. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. Says, I've never seen this caller before, so welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, brother. Morning.
Morning.
I wanted to respond in regard to the salaries now.
Yeah.
That was a big topic this morning. Right? In my view, the salaries and what they paid people was only designed to attract the foreigners. Right? To the guy who's saying that look how much work it have and look how much salary they pay and this and that. That salary is only to attract the foreigners, in my view.
Right.
It has no financial benefit in them. Most of them. Right? In regards to like overtime and double time and you know?
Yeah.
So you find most local people in the thing.
Most local people stay away from it. Yeah. It is very challenging.
You understand? It's very challenging to work for that type of salary. So you find now, as a local man, you will want to go out and work for that.
Yeah.
And he was mentioning that the caller was speaking about heavy T drivers working for big money, and heavy T drivers who work for big money. I don't know where he get that from.
Well, I don't know what he considers big money, and I don't know what the exact rate is for heavy T drivers, but it is probably, better than non-skilled or.
I mean, it's better than nothing. But,
non-skilled work, yeah.
But it's not the salary package. It's not all that. You know.
It is very difficult to work
to
work and then not be able to afford to go back to work, or to live a decent life, but. I mean, they push us sometimes in a position where if you don't have options, wherever you have, stick to it that is honest and real, because the other options is not options. I'm tired seeing, last night even in some of my chats, just young men dead in bags. I really tired seeing that and I feel as though maybe it become kind of normal to us, but that's not normal. That not normal for our people in mass. 600 a year, to just dying, and the police had to be running down people and shooting like crazy and killing them, and they shooting people and taking what people have, and there must be a solution. I'm looking for a solution. Whoever could come up with a solution to that, I support that. So thank you, brother. Thank you
But
for.
most of them on their pocket, plenty of them only studying themselves.
Well,
Really understand it. Plenty of
if
them
so long and
politicians
they
and
can't
people
come
only
up with
studying themselves.
solutions, give somebody else a chance. I mean, but thank you very much for the call, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. We just have 1 minute. I still took the call. Good morning.
Good morning, Fuad.
Morning.
So
Sorry you got in so
you all
late.
morning. Yeah. Fuad, you said that you're tired seeing those body bags.
Tired.
Human in it.
Tired, boy.
Yeah. Who is doing it? Since I'm short, I want to say, people are calling. Can somebody crochet? Can somebody sew? Can you bake in your community? If you can't go out there, nobody employing you. Why can't you do that? You remember, I don't know, your father may know, that long ago, the guys in Trinidad and Tobago would make jewelry out of things found in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Right? Shoes, whatever they have to use to add to the making of shoes. I remember they're showing you how to make whistle with bamboo, different things that were made with bamboo, cups and different things. Yeah. You know, we could sell to the tourists. We were making purse, handbags.
I apologize profusely.
Our local people for using our local product are getting themselves out of the house and doing, because for me to employ
the views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Port of Spain, Point Fortin. It's your turn to laugh like never before. Alternative International Comedy Festival featuring comedy star Damian Melville in concert with added drama, including Damian Melville as Dr. Rowley.
Listen to that. There's never a day you could wake up and you hear, what a lovely day. What beautiful sunshine. Let me go on the beach. Let me go and check my neighbor I haven't seen for a while. All you just get from them is yang, 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 yang. That is all.
Coming to Winifred Atwell Auditorium, Queens Hall, Saturday, March 22nd, and Mahica Oval Sporting Complex, Point Fortin, Saturday, March 29th. Both shows, 7 p.m. Get tickets today and save a fantastic $50 while stock lasts at islandetickets.com. Caches, Port of Spain, Gulf City Mall, Trin City Mall, Michelle's Arima, Passade the Food King, and Food Fantasy, Point Fortin, Valini's, San Fernando, Crosby, St. James, Extra Food Supermarkets, nationwide. For more info, call Alternative Festival Hotline at 774-5555.
Keep your money safe. Let your money grow. Keep your money safe. Let your money grow. You can trust. Unit Trust. A Trinbagonian institution for every single generation. You can trust. Unit Trust. Let us show you how to be wealthy. Come to us. While you sleep, you can grow your money. Unit Trust. Secure your future financially. Unit Trust.
Come party. Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago. We getting ready for Tobago. That's right, it all takes place in Tobago. Scarborough, Pigeon Point, everybody come out. Let me have a good time and let me enjoy yourself now, man. It's all about comedy and party. It's gonna be a crazy.
Man, you see that what I can't take with all you?
All right. Let me do this.
Listen, not a party, it's party. Let's have a party. You don't listen.
You can't win everything, brother.
The teeth in me right through, but it's okay.
Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April, Fairways Tobago Plantation, featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and Friends. Friday, 18th April. Get your tickets at Cache stores nationwide, Fairways Restaurant and the Lounge Plantation, Jenny's on the Boulevard, all eClip Eli locations, and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs.
Comedy and party.
Have a party.
We're gonna have a party after the comedy.
Sponsored by Cache, top-ranking guest house and tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
Oh God, call on the Lord. Call on Him. Pour on us.
are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795-222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
The light of your glory.
Port of Spain, Point Fortin. It's your turn to laugh like never before. Alternative International Comedy Festival featuring comedy star